In this video, we're going to show you guys the 6 mistakes we made during our first RV trip.
Make sure you stick around for all 6 so you don't make the same mistakes. So unnecessary, those mistakes. Roll Tide. Roll video. That's good footage too. I don't want to like make them mad though either, you know? Just want to like send a little shot like, hey, stay out of our area. Biggest bee I've ever seen in my life. Okay guys, so the first thing on our list is that we really thought we were prepared. Yeah. But turns out we were semi-prepared.
We thought we had everything we needed. We did a great job. We made a list. Yeah. We checked it twice.
We really did. We didn't forget anything.
We got everything on that list.
Yeah, but these are some things that you should just add to your list. Keep in mind that we really didn't even think about. Scissors, big one. Big one.
So like when we had meat or anything that we had to cut open, it was a little bit of a either rage session by me or a big knife, using that big knife to try to cut your way through it.
Yeah, and it was actually some newer utensils that we used when we're going to grill out here. Sorry, there are bugs flying around. And that's what we needed to cut open, and it was like, if we only had scissors. You can use them for everything. Scissors was a big one. Meat thermometer and firewood go hand in hand. Yes. You don't want to get sick out here.
Yeah, so like when we're cooking our meat on the grill, it's nice to know when your food is done.
Especially chicken.
Yeah, if you're cooking chicken or you're cooking burgers,
right.
You know that, all right, once you hit a specific temperature, this food is cooked. It's thorough, you're good to go.
Right. Firewood is just helpful because we are having to create little fires and just kind of like keep them going. But if we had some bigger pieces of wood that could just burn for a longer period of time, it would have been so much easier. Okay, then let's go to outside where you're going to need citronella candles. Didn't think about that. There's bugs all over this place. It's the woods. And we didn't think about a tablecloth. All of our sites have had picnic areas kind of set up for us, and we had to grab a tablecloth from the general store. Yeah. It wasn't that big of a deal, but you can reuse them, so why not just buy one good one?
But if you have one at home, think about that in advance, and it's one less thing that you have to worry about when you get here.
Oh, for sure. And don't get the cheap plastic ones. It's just going to fall apart. Get a good one. And then towels. Yeah. Towels. We always needed more towels. Good towels and bad towels, like towels you would want to wash your body with. Yes. And then stuff that you can use for outside around. Like he had to use one of the better towels to turn off the water hose one day, and I'm like, oh well, there goes a good towel. So just bring a bunch of different stuff that you can clean up with. That way you're not wasting with paper towels. Avoid the waste.
Yes, avoid the waste. That's super important.
And then more food, babe.
Yeah. So. We planned out our meals, and we thought we did a good job.
Yeah, we meal prepped hardcore.
We did, in our minds, a good job of that. But we got here, and one thing led to the other, and we ran through that like you wouldn't believe. So
we just keep eating like all day, or just snacking. So keep that in mind. There's not a lot to do.
And not to mention, like, even if it's just 2 of you or however many you're traveling with, bring more meat. So the other day we made steaks, and we brought 2 steaks because it's just 2 of us. Right. And we're grilling the steaks, and then somehow one of us, we won't mention who, it was me, dropped one of the steaks on the ground, and then we got put in an awkward situation to where 2 adults had to share a steak that was like an 8-ounce steak.
It ended up being fine, but always like more is better, especially this thing. It has a refrigerator. Why not just stock it?
So, don't make my mistake.
Pack extra.
Pack extra food.
Yep, I think this thing can hold a lot of weight.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
So, pack it up. There's plenty of room for you if you rent one of these. Again, this is a C class that we were in, but we were able to keep 4 or 5 days worth of groceries in the refrigerator easy and still had plenty of room. So, you know, don't sell yourself short.
No, 100%.
And that's it.
So that's mistake number 1, was not being prepared fully like we thought we were.
Yeah. It's so avoidable. If we would have just added that stuff, easy stuff to add to your list, that's definitely the biggest mistake we made.
Mistake number 2.
Yeah.
This one's all on me, guys. Tony Marie had nothing to do with this. So, the biggest mistake that I made thus far on this trip was our awning that's out right now and providing us a little bit of shade. Yeah. At our last campground, I kind of broke it. which stinks because this is a rental, so I don't know how that's going to go with regards to fixing it. It may be cheap. It may not be cheap.
Yeah, we have no idea.
I'll cross that bridge when I get there.
Yeah.
But pay attention to the rig. So I had the door open on the rig as I was pulling in the awning and not realizing that the door sits right where the awning is going to go.
Yeah.
So once I saw the awning going down, I just thought it was no big deal. Then I saw it slowing down, so I was like, let me just ramp up the power. And when I did that, after like hearing the motor make these weird noises, I looked to my left and realized that the awning was stuck on the door, and it bent some of the metal. So it still opens and it still closes, but it's just not flush the way it was when we first used it. So huge mistake. Pay attention to what you're doing at all times.
Yeah.
If I were paying attention 100%, never would have made that mistake.
Yeah. I think like when you hear the gear start to grind, yeah, maybe just pay attention to all the noises that you're hearing. That's definitely helpful, but it's just a mistake. We've never been down this path before, so like he said, could be expensive to fix, could be nothing. We're not really sure, but things happen. Mistakes are made.
Tip is, especially if you have multiple people, have one person stand outside and watch the awning while the other person inside extends the awning. That way you can make sure that you don't run into this issue. Yeah. Same thing, but slide outs. If you have slide outs on the rig, one of you guys stand outside, just make sure that it's clear and it's not going to hit anything. Because the one on our driver's side extends out 2 feet. So we had to kind of be conscious of that, especially at this part. So just keep one person on the outside, one person inside. Do it together as a team. You avoid that mistake easily.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Great tip.
The other mistake that we made kind of goes hand in hand with mistake 1 and 2, with regards to the preparedness and with regards to the breaking the awning, is we didn't have tools. If we had tools on hand, we might have been able to repair it ourselves. Yeah. That could have, again, saved us whatever money we may run into with regards to the awning being broken, or anything else that happens down the line. We have no tools, so we don't know how that's going to go. Fingers crossed we stay good now that we're kind of aware of the situation and we're aware of the RV. We are trying to avoid any potential issues, but you never know, things happen. So having tools on hand definitely makes things easier, because if something pops up that you can fix, you just jump right in and fix it, no problem.
Yeah, I think like a simple tool set would have been fine, but it would have been nice just to like have something to maybe get it started, or just we felt helpless without any tools as to trying to fix it. So anyways, that's a great tip.
Always make sure you keep a tool kit handy.
Yeah, that seems like common knowledge, but again, somehow it didn't make our list. We won't make that mistake again. Okay, and then the next one would kind of, again, they all go hand in hand with each other. They all feed off each other. Leveling blocks would have also been really nice along with that toolkit.
It would have. So the first site we were at Stone Mountain Park Campground.
Yes, we were.
We had a beautiful lot. It was lot 431, and it was at a slight incline. It was super slight, but if we had leveling blocks, we could have kind of backed the RV up and set it up to where it was 100% flush. With us not having the leveling blocks, we noticed that our toilet leaked twice. I don't know if it was coming out of the top or coming out of the bottom, but we had to use another one of those towels that we didn't think about bringing. We had to use another towel to kind of clean that up and to ensure that that water didn't go all throughout the rig. So
it was clean water, but yeah, it just seemed unnecessary.
Yeah.
If we would have just been able to go up on a block, level the situation, it would have helped walking around the RV and stuff like that too, because like with every step, you could feel it.
Yeah, this one moved a lot. It moved a lot. So make sure you have leveling blocks. It's very important. Save yourself a lot of hassle and time. Keep them in there. They always say that campgrounds are level or they have gravel or pavement. Just the slightest incline or decline screws everything up. So just be prepared.
That's right. Hey guys.
Hey guys, so switched up the location a little bit. The bugs and the sun were a little inconsistent over there. So we figured we come over here.
Yeah, shade it up.
Shade it up.
All right, so number 5.
The 5th mistake that we made, guys, was our propane tank. Not being aware of what we were doing when we used it.
this is a big mistake.
Yes.
We turned it on, preparing to take some showers, do some dishes, and that's just what we did. We both showered, we did the dishes, but then we watched a movie, and then we were hanging out, and we were like, what's that noise?
We completely forgot that we turned it on, and then we just heard the sound of propane leaking.
You know, that hiss that it makes, not like leaking, nothing bad, but it could have been bad. It was just like such an error. When you turn something on in an RV, just remember, make a mental note that you have to turn it off. It's common sense, but it just completely slipped us.
Yeah, and we know that with regards to propane and hot water,
right,
you're supposed to turn it on, use it, and then turn it off immediately.
Right.
So, thus far we've gone through 5 of our big mistakes that we've made on this RV trip.
Yep, and number 6.
Number 6, always have a quality checklist. That quality checklist makes sure that you're doing everything that needs to be done, but it's also being done correctly.
That's right. So during the breakdown and the setup, a checklist is a must.
Yes. So that checklist should walk you through your setup and your breakdown.
Right. So what would that look like?
That should look like, number 1, understand your surroundings. Know where the water spigot is.
That's right.
Know where the electrical hookup is. If you have awnings or slide outs, understand how much room you need to give yourself in order for those to go out.
That's right, and that includes height. Check those trees, limbs. You don't want to scrape up the top of the RV. But then also, like you said, the hookups.
Yes, so when you're hooking up, make sure that you have enough room to bring your cord over to connect to, whether it's the water, whether it's the sewer, whether it's the electrical. We actually did pretty good in that area.
Yeah, I think we did pretty good.
For ours, having that checklist would have helped us for our breakdown. I kind of just went so like laissez-faire through the breakdown. I got so confident with how easy the setup went that with the breakdown, I kind of had a little letdown.
Whoops. Yeah.
So as I was doing it, I put everything away, closed everything up, or so I thought, until we got on I-20 and we were driving to this campground, and I look in my mirror and I just see compartments flapping open.
Small compartments, but still flapping compartments, which is terrifying. So
Yes.
we're like, we have to pull over, the whole thing.
So yeah, luckily we had all the storage compartments locked up, so
Yes.
those didn't come flying open. That would have been a catastrophe.
Yeah, that would have been horrible, but no, it was just a little water hookup.
Yeah, the freshwater tank that you fill up, I didn't screw it back on. I kind of pushed it in thinking that it would just do the job. Didn't work. And then where the electrical comes out for your hookup for your electrical, there is a little compartment that opens up that you feed the mouth of your electrical cord through, and you plug in, and then when you're done, you feed it back through that mouth, and you close it. So that's what I did. I closed it and kept it moving, not realizing that it has little teeth on the inside that you need to kind of clip into place, so that way you know it's actually completely closed.
That's right, and hear like the click, and then you know that it's really closed. So I guess we went clickless down the road, and it started flapping. So we, pulled over super quick, got it taken care of.
Yeah.
It was not a big deal, but it's, again, unnecessary. Just get a checklist.
Yeah, it's easily avoidable if you have your checklist.
Easily avoidable. I think everything, that's a great way to sum it up, babe. I think everything on this list is easily avoidable if we had known better. So now you know better, now you can do better.
Do better than we did.
That's right.
Take these 6 mistakes that we have, add them to your must-do list for your RV trip, so that way you're not going to make those same mistakes.
Right, and leave in the comments below stuff that you've forgotten in the past or mistakes that you've made that were easily avoidable. That way we can all be in the know.
So guys, you know the drill. If you're new to the fam,
welcome.
Please do us a favor and hit that subscribe button,
that notification bell,
and give us some thumbs up if you like the videos.
Or thumbs down if you don't.
Yeah. If you give us a thumbs down, tell us what we can do better in the comments below. And we'll make sure that we'll earn your thumbs up.
Hey, I like that.
And for those of you that are with the fam, we love you guys.
That's right.
There's going to be some more RV videos coming your way.
That's right. Share us with your travel buddies. Thanks, fam. Stay safe.
Be kind. Destination Nation. Out.
Woo!